Okay, now this one is a TREX 600, and here's the canopy for it. Now, I bought this off eBay, and here's the radio for it. It is a 9503 JR. I bought this one off of eBay, and I bought most of the components, and it was supposed to be mostly set up. Again, don't ever take it for granted that it's set up correctly. Now, fortunately, and this guy was really good, he took all the parts apart and put them in, almost completely disassembled it and put it in bubble wrap so he could ship it. And that was a great way to ship it, to keep from getting damaged, and it also really helped for me to check for everything. Now, I had a problem on the tail on this one. There's a little piece up underneath, and it's a little ball that goes into the slider, and it was stripped out into this little plastic piece here, and just in the process of putting it together, I put a different tail setup than he had on it. Here's what he had on this one, which is a nice tail setup, but the piece right here is stripped. Anyway, it turns, and so I'll have to get that new little piece, which I've actually got this whole piece coming. But anyway, so I put a whole new tail setup on it, and I'm glad I was checking everything, and I found that to be a problem. These aren't real tight, but they're not bad. I might re-grease the thrust bearings, and I might order a new bearing set for these. Now, I haven't greased the gears yet. I need to do that. I did go through the setup on this helicopter and found, well, I just found that there were several things that weren't set up. So, ready to fly, completely set up was not true. And it rarely is. There's a lot of people just like me that they're starting out and they're experimenting, and they think they've about got it ready to go, and they just don't. Me, I go over things so many times that I catch a lot of the problems before they end up being a huge problem. But anyway, the Spartan gyro was reversed, which would have been horrible. Some of the pitch settings were a little off for my taste, so that's not too far, but just some of the general settings and stuff weren't perfect. I went ahead and went through the entire setup and got it to my liking. Now I need to finish the gyro and tail setup on this one. Let me see. You set about 8 degrees positive on the tail in rate mode, and then of course you got to set your direction. On this one, it'll set it for you. If you get it into set mode and you hit the left stick, it'll read the left stick. But anyway, so I've got almost everything done on it. I'm charging the battery right now. This has a Rossi Rex 57 engine, which is 2.39 horsepower. 2.29 horsepower, I believe, compared to 2.07 as my OSs are in my other helicopters. But really, I don't know. I've already ran it. I've already flown it. I've got the gyro set a little sensitive. It's still hunting, which I need to go ahead and back the sensitive down a little bit on the gyro to get it nice and smooth. I'm charging the battery on this. I'm going to go fly it and tune on the gyro here in a minute. And, okay. So let me go ahead and I'll set that one out of the way. and I'll show you the next one up. Okay, for starters, TREX 600 Savox servos. I set this one up recently. I bought this one and another one and a bunch of parts. It's got the TREX 57 engine. I'm going to try it first. I'm adjusting the gyro on it. Okay. Some of the servos are hitting the canopy, so I'll have to make some arrangements for that. Shut up. Several of the servos are hitting the canopy on this one, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments for that. So let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Try to get it in the frame when I'm flying it. All right. Okay, this helicopter flew really good. I ended up at 67% on the gyro. On the Spartan gyro, it worked out real good. I am going to have to work on my canopy clearance, which is really odd. That's a nice canopy. It may be designed for an earlier version, but anyway, I'm going to go put this one up and get another one out, and I will be right back.